Funding options for private limited company. Are you a private limited company and struggling with fundings? Then probably this is for you. Today we will be discussing the options available to private limited company for funding through various means. So let's get started. So the first option available is capital. For a private limited company, capital can be infused by way of two types. The first one is equity share capital, where an investor invests into the company and takes maximum risk. Say for example, if a person invests into equity share capital in the company, the risk allocated to the equity share capital is 100%. Say in case if the company is not able to make enough profits or is not able to sustain, then equity share capital holders takes the maximum risk. They are the last one to have access towards the return of the capital, that is dividends also. So in case if there is a profit, only then the dividend can be declared to equity shareholders. So it is a very traditional way of capital where you can take money and then the other person takes the risk on the capital. The second option available in the capital is preference shares capital. This is not used very widely, but I think that is where it is underrated, because people really need to understand that preference shares gives them access, understand that preference shares give them maximum access towards the funds. Recently, lots of venture capital, lots of investors have started using this particular tool for investment, where they are safeguarded by way of having confirmed returns towards the capital. So a preference shareholder would get a preference over the repayment. That is, if the company winds up, in that case, the preference shareholders have the right of preference to repayment. Also, a preference shareholder can definitely fix up a return percentage. So unlike the equity shareholders where returns are not guaranteed, preference shares can get guaranteed returns. Say for example, they can have say 8% preference shares, 10%, 12%, whatever percentage they fix of dividend, they will be able to get that dividend even if the company makes profits or not. In the preference shares, there is one type which is called as cumulative, where 1 year's dividend do not get paid because of non-payment of profit. That dividend gets paid to the carried forward to the next year, and it is paid cumulatively. So that is called as cumulative preference shares. So preference shares can be divided into two broad categories. The first one is redeemable, which is paid back upon completion of certain period, which is prefixed. The second one is convertible. So these convertible preference shares are normally the shares which can get converted into equity share capital eventually. So this combination of redeemable and cumulative and convertible can definitely give you a better choice of funding when it comes to taking money through capital form of funding.